Everyone's got their mics on.
Check.
We're live.
Awesome. Awesome sauce.
Woo!
Hello and welcome.
All right.
Are we live? All right.
Don't have to scream in my ear.
Are we live, Jake? Well, it's been a few weeks since Jake and I have been here, guys, and welcome to the show. It's the Gathering Point.
Yes, it is.
Show number 199. We've got Joey here, the madman, Jacob, me. We got Uncle Dennis on the camera, Bess over in tech support. Ding dong, there she is. And we got Michelle over there on the computer. She's teching it up as well.
Teching it up.
But we're out of Dearborn, Michigan, guys, and we are looking forward to doing an amazing show tonight. We've got all kinds of things lined up. We start our shows off all the time with some type of a sport-related glass blowing experience. Lucky she doesn't have a microphone, folks, because you wouldn't have heard what she said, which is perfect. And she's
Not turned on.
so don't
Denied.
turn it on.
Denied.
But that was Michelle over there trying to get the bus out, but we won't let it come out tonight. We've got glassket-ball going on tonight in celebration because we won the Detroit Pistons grant for $10,000. And we're going to be on the court this Sunday. Saturday, is it?
Yep.
And I don't know if we're going to be on TV or not, but we might be. But if I get a chance, I'm going to be shooting some hoops, showing those guys what's up. But because we're.
I just want to say we've already surpassed regular. We're on to the
double decker.
set it here for later.
She's putting the warning buses out. But we're going to be playing some glassket-ball tonight. And why don't you tell them a little bit about, we know we have our sporty events that happen almost every show. But why don't you tell them about what happens if you win, like how Joey and I are going to win tonight.
Well, today we're doing it a little bit different. We're teaming up for glassket-ball. So if you guys are new to the show, this is our glassket-ball hoop where you've got 5 points in the hoop, you got 2 points in the second ring, and you got 1 point in the outer ring. And to spruce it up a little bit, in light of our cool grant that we're getting and thinking about the Pistons and whatnot, that's our local Detroit basketball team. If you guys aren't local, which I know a lot of you aren't, we're going to do it as teams where you're going to do the same move. We're standing behind a line. You're using the diamond shears here. You get to pick 1 out of 5 pair of diamond shears. 1 gather on a regular size pipe, and you're going to take hot glass and cut little balls and throw them into the air at the basket. And the partnership aspect of this is we're going to take 1 paddle of your choice, and the partner will stand here and deflect those molten 2,000-degree glass spheres into the bucket. Kind of like it's kind of like can jam. That's what it's actually like.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Not spike ball.
Where you throw the disc and you got to hit it in the can jam.
That's such a great name. I can't believe someone really had to go to rocket science school to come up with that.
That was invented 20 minutes from where I grew up.
Really?
Yes.
Well, the one thing that I'm really interested about is that Michelle's going to be shooting at Jake. Oh, she's going to be shooting at the basket. If it goes inside Jake's pant leg or in the cuff of his boot, what do we get? You guys get extra points, or is it minus points?
It might be negative points, but we got no cuff over here. Is Joey the deflector or are you the deflector?
Oh, I'm shooting. Joey's deflecting.
All right,
we
Joey's
know
deflecting.
what side our bread's buttered on. We know.
Yeah, shake and bake, baby.
What?
We playing this out.
Well, it's all good because the winner doesn't have to clean up the shop tonight, and the 2 other people are going to stick around and charge the furnaces for about an hour and hang out here at the shop until it's about midnight. So.
And the winner who does win gets to go watch the Wings game tonight because we're playing the San Jose Sharks.
Well, let's go ahead. We're going to spin the mold.
It's going to be amazing.
We're going to spin the mold to see who's going first. Here comes Michelle. She's getting involved. We got our team on one side. We got their team on the other side.
Let's go.
And here we go, folks.
All right, got the feet in.
Opening of the mold is the team that's going first.
I think my batteries
They do look like dead batteries.
Come on.
That looks like
You
us.
guys.
We're going first.
Perfect.
All right.
Our plan is coming together.
one gather on a regular pipe. And so this is gonna be, we gotta take a look here, and I think of these 3 paddles,
Exactly.
I think this is gonna be a little awkward. Joey and I were talking about it. Chris thought it might be nice, but this is more like if we were playing cricket, you know?
Or croquet.
Or croquet. But I'm gonna go for the large. You guys know what this is called? I know they do out there. Put it in the chat. Bess, you gotta let us know if they got it right. You know what this is called, right? Bess knows what this is called.
Exactly.
Everyone knows what this is called. Put it in the chat, folks.
Looks like you guys. Chris and I get a lot of love on.
What?
Yeah, real. Yeah,
You might
real.
take the win.
No.
Hey, come on now.
No, no.
What are you
Tom
talking
Green's
about?
got the answer.
Okay.
Somebody voted Jake and Chris.
Jake and Chris vote, and that's nullified.
Okay, so I'm standing here.
I
Yes.
got my phone up in
That
my
way.
office,
Oh,
so I can't look at comments.
Aw.
That sucks.
We shouldn't be watching
I'll provide commentary.
anyways.
All right, whatever.
Perfect, let's do
My
it.
partner's got
So I
one,
get
that's
5
cool.
if I go in.
Yes. And
Okay.
you want to put it, if you're going to shoot it long, because I can't hardly tip them up here. I want to be like this, pss, pss, smacking them down.
Are distractions allowed?
Of course.
Sweet.
Here we go, folks. Someone could get burned here. It's
Sharon
only
knows
2,000
what's up.
degrees. Sharon,
Thanks, Sharon.
whatever you said, that's bogus.
No. She even apologized
the-
to you guys. She said that Chris and I are
regular
going to take
size
the win.
punty. She's
Not
already
cool.
trying to take advantage. Look at
Yep,
her.
we do need the other size punny.
Bum, bum,
I should
bum.
have my shears. Which are the best shears?
Those are the best.
We're not telling you what the best are. You
I'm
choose.
telling her.
I
Those are
asked
the
my
best.
teammate.
Oh,
I don't
your
care
teammate.
about
All
you.
right, you're right.
Here we go, folks. Here we go. This is it.
I'll be back here just in case Michelle loses control or something. I gotta catch her. I'll be here.
She's not losing control. She's got her Carhartts on, I think. Or something.
They look hiking
So
ready.
she went small with it, which is fine. Well, you're going recycle, I see.
Does it matter?
It's a little shorter, but that's cool. She's going for a second gather.
You guys digging the glass down low today or something? She was like standing on her tippy toes together.
I was.
We are digging it low. We like
All
the
right,
dark
here she comes,
recycle.
folks.
Here we go.
The glass is hot. I'd probably say about
I'm
2,000
gonna take a knee.
degrees.
There's
Here she
one
goes.
reason why I don't play sports.
Almost went down your shirt, Jake. Be careful.
Oh, that was
Nice.
good.
That was close. She's getting
come on.
it together now, folks.
Right back here.
Oh, that was a good one.
Tough.
It seems so easy.
I know. It's got to bounce.
Just get it in the point area at least.
Guide it in, Jake. Guide
I'm
it in.
trying.
Or stop it from going in the middle.
That one wouldn't go in! What are you doing?
He's gonna catch it
Just be a
safe.
backboard.
Hey.
Be a backboard.
Oh!
That was close.
All right, last chance.
Come on. Let's make it a good one.
Big
Jeez.
one.
It's a big one.
Dosh Jumper.
Off the rim.
Very nice.
Dang.
All right, so it looks to me like we got 6 points.
I want round 2.
Well, once we're the champions, then you
No,
can
we
mess
got
around
3
and play.
points. 3 points.
There we go.
you got-
5's in the bucket.
Oh yeah, so you got 3. Yep, 3 points.
Well, she's out of here.
No, I'm just getting
She's
the
getting
broom.
the broom.
Ah. I'll
How
get
many
this
shots did she get off total?
radical one over
We're
here.
counting them.
That one did almost go down my shirt.
I am so sorry.
That was good.
What do you got there? How many?
It's like
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 shots.
All right.
2, 4,
Well, those
see.
guys got the advantage of seeing how it goes down, so
Now, let's
I'm going to
just-
use this pal.
you could. It might work better.
Well, that's what I said. Use that. And you're
You
like,
said
I
that?
want the sound. I'm like, a wood paddle's softer and it wider.
Is
For
softer.
starters, at least a little coaching going on here, Joey.
Yeah, get behind it.
This move's looking pretty good
all
to
good.
me.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Just stand there like that.
That's what I was thinking. Can we only use one paddle?
Yes.
Oh,
the big one.
Oh, wait.
What?
Oh!
Now we're pulling out all kinds of extra tools. You might as well bust the door right off here and just hold that up next to it.
I got the perfect paddle.
Oh my God! I don't know
I
about
made
that.
this one, and it was purpose built.
It could deflect right up into your hand.
I'm okay with that. I'll take the
All right,
chance.
that's the one.
That's the one.
All right, let's see it, you guys.
Let's see. Let's see
All
what
they
we
need
can
is
do.
3 points. Really big challenge.
I mean, it just depends on how accurate Chris is feeling today.
Let's
Now,
see
if
how
it's
everyone
going
else
in,
is
Don't be
feeling.
messing with it.
I'll just be here. I'll be here for moral landing
I
support.
don't know, 6?
It is a
5?
small basket, Robin. We could go bigger next
I
time.
got 5 too.
Kelly said, I feel like Michelle would have done better without Jake helping her.
Jeez.
Well, that's real nice.
Catching the bus, Jake.
My glass is pretty low.
Yes.
That's why I was standing on my tippy toes.
It's really nice and low. It's nice and blue and beautiful.
I'll be ready to jump out of the way.
Wait a
too.
second, your foot's over the line.
Yeah, watch that.
Hey!
What's up, Chris?
Oh!
Oh, there's 2 points already.
Take it.
Hey!
0.
All you have to do is aim at the wood.
Oh, Joey.
Oh, come on, you guys.
What's that?
Oh.
We'll take it.
Oh.
Joey's doing a lot of work.
Super
Chris is really
challenging.
playing the partnership game.
Oh,
I don't know if
wait,
that
he
counts.
rolls it in.
I think that doesn't count.
Put it into your paddle.
Hey, perfect.
Whoa,
do
big
it again.
backboard. What?
Yes.
Joey?
Close that hole up.
No, you're going to get it in your mouth.
I
Ah,
got it down now.
I'm gonna try not to sit on this drop.
Oh, come on now.
this is fun.
What are the points at, Jake? You keeping track?
Last one.
Jeez.
Whoa, not
Into
by
the tech area.
All right.
Woo!
Nice job, Chris. Good work.
That exhausted my wrist.
Way to go,
That-
A-team.
That was a great time.
Oh yeah, we're on the G8 Cup for that one, folks.
That's right.
Yep, that's a partnership
Our
win.
total is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
That one doesn't count.
20.
No. That one's no good.
I re-bumped.
So we got
17.
15, 16, 17, 18.
All right, 18 to 3 is the final tally, folks.
You see it right down in here?
Nice.
That's what I'm going to be doing on court on Saturday. Taking some swishes.
All right, a little housekeeping, and then I'm going to hand off my mic to Bess.
House, keep it up.
Housekeeping it up. We're like the gray crew. We're all wearing the gray shirts today. All right, let's see. What do we got? How about we go to the table?
Yeah, take it to the table.
All right, we got, oh, here we go.
Forgot
Hello.
to do the clapper. Nice.
Bada bing. Uncle Dennis is back in the house. January 24th, show 199. That makes next week. You guys got to tell your friends and family. It's a 3-hour Gathering Point show. We're using the big glory hole because we're going big or going home. Show 200, we've got live music, some other specials. We have special guests coming, all kinds of fun stuff. So next week, be there or be square. Tonight's question is, what shall we call our new beverage space? We have applied for a liquor license. It is in process right now. We are going to have the Michigan Room, which is our event space, but we want to be able to call the beverage serving area a name. So we're asking you guys, what would you name it? Is it, I'm not even going to suggest any names. Is it the bus station?
We're talking about the place that's serving drinks.
Yes, let's go to the bus station. That's kind of cool.
The bus station. You can get some free tickets.
Yeah, remember?
Everything went down at the bus stop.
Yeah, maybe it's called the bus stop.
The bus stop.
Okay, this was last week's, and it's much better if we have white behind it. This was last week's giveaway. We had mini
Super
mugs
nice.
last week. Joey had a shot of espresso, no of Red Bull of something, and the mini mug turned into the giant mug, which is beautiful. So someone did win that. We had a customer who had this made.
This is super cool. This is from a couple shows ago, and I was going to talk about that, but
Okay, then I will leave that.
yeah.
The board tonight, Sue Schmidt is having a Van Gogh mug. This was 2 shows ago. She really loved it.
I do believe it's for Taryn, her daughter, actually,
Yeah.
too, because she's the blue collector.
Yep, that's what she said. I want to do a shout out to Robin. If you'll notice how pretty the board
Yeah.
is today. She spent some time adding things in, making it beautiful, matching. 200, we've got 7 days, so mark your calendar. Do not be doing anything next Tuesday other than sitting on the couch on YouTube, Facebook, watching us.
And this is another opportunity for everyone to share the show with their friends and family. Just like show 100, it's going to be pumped up, it's going to be crazy, it's going to be radical.
And there's lots of goodies on it, too.
There are lots of goodies, lots of giveaways. We're going to make some huge pieces, bigger than we've ever done before. So if there's someone you think might like the show, or if you want to just share the show ahead of time and get ready to promote it for us, it's going to be a big one, and we're looking to gain some followers. We're looking to get the Glass Academy Addicts page up to 600. We're
That's
at like
the goal.
553, I think,
Oh,
since
it's
yesterday. So it would be pretty cool.
Shout out to Julie Finn.
Yep.
Today's Julie's birthday.
Is today her birthday,
Julie
or is
Finn's
it
birthday
close to today?
is today.
It is?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, well, something special should happen for Julie Finn on her birthday.
I would say
Yeah.
so.
When somebody's birthday falls on the day that our show is on.
Don't open a can of worms.
Yeah, so here goes, guys, like a can of sardines, but they're going to be worms. It just opened up.
And, oh, wait a second. No.
Great.
And I just
Julie.
have fun.
You just said the show needs to be more serious. And look what you're doing. Julie, thank you, because that Pistons, we'll give you a shout out for that as well.
You know what she
Table
means.
is fun kind of stuff. We won't go, it goes live at 6:30. But we've got some beautiful roses on it.
Valentine's Day theme,
Yeah,
correct?
it is.
When is Valentine's Day?
Same day it is every year.
February 14th, Chris.
See how this runs? Guess what I'm getting on
Apollo's
Valentine's Day?
birthday.
Here, catch.
I threw myself under the bus. Sorry, everybody.
Anyways, there's some one-of-a-kind items on there. We'll go over the show. Let's get going with some glass
Yeah,
blowing.
let's do some glass blowing. Enough of that shenanigan business.
Well, for the very first piece, we're going to do a rose, guys, just to
Warmer upper.
rosily open the doors to the show. Real
Wait,
rosily.
are you sure it's not florally?
Florally or fleur-de-lis?
Fleur-de-lis? That'd be
Just start it
crocodilian.
up. Focus on the glass blowing. Chris hasn't been blowing glass at all today. Joey and I have been in here. I got in here, Matt called off this morning, so I was in here early, and me and Oliver, our new hire, who you may have seen on one of the annealer reveals so far, but you guys will meet him on the 200 show next week. He is doing a great job.
He's a fun guy.
Yep.
Very
Fun guy.
bright character.
Bright red hair.
We're excited to have him on the show. It'll be a good time.
Yeah. And if we got any new viewers tonight, let us know who's watching, where you guys are watching from. We're looking at the comments, all of us are. And we'd love to see where you guys are at. And if we have new viewers, because basically Chris is working with molten glass right now, and we'll give you the details as it happens.
Yeah. So when you see the featured item table, guys, number 7, 8, and 11 are roses. And this is the rose that's there, except those are individual different colors. This one I'm going to do pretty traditional, and this one will be for sale. I'm trying to think about some way to do something even more different with it, so it's a little bit more one of a kind, but I'm not sure what that would be. But it's going to be a beautiful red one, traditional rose with green leaves and a gold stem. So this one will be for sale.
Oh yeah, we got some classics in here, and we got a first timer, Brooke, watching from Farmington Hills. Super cool, welcome to the crew.
What up, Brooke?
We got Janet over in England, you know, just right around the corner. Christina's in the house.
So I gathered
Sharon.
up some clear crystal and I added the red glass on it. Red glass when it's hot looks brown, so it only looks orange because the glass is hot. Still probably about 1600 degrees. I'm gonna let it cool down a little bit and I'm gonna gather over it and then I'm gonna shape the head of the rose. This is gonna go kind of quick, but Dennis is a pretty masterful filmer, so he's gonna be all over this thing like mud on
Like
a
white on
mud
rice?
wrestler. all over them. Like mud on a mud wrestler.
Did anybody get, the word was the Taglia, the name of that paddle. Did people get that right? 3 people got it correct. Very nice. Yep. Another great question I got is, what's this tool called, folks? What do we call this device?
This is Fluffy.
That's our good friend Fluffy.
Coming through. Hot glass.
They know what that's for. If they've ever seen us make a pumpkin.
So now that red glass is encased within the crystal, now I'm doing the rose petal shape here, guys. It's a pretty cool technique. I've never seen one of these done before. It's something that I kind of came up with over the many years that I've been blowing glass.
He makes that look really easy, but the temperature and the pressure and the amount he's pinching and pulling upwards on that rose is not an easy thing. It takes a long time to master that beautiful shape. But that's what glass is, and everyone has a comment about how quick glass happens. It happens that fast because of the way it cools down so quickly. If you don't work fast, you're not working efficient. By the time you let that cool down for another 3 minutes, if you would have started that right now, those petals would not be as prominent and as strong. You might not even be able to get those petals out of that center glob.
Yeah, you can't pinch them off the glass unless it's off that centerpiece because it's super molten.
Yeah. And we got the glass turned up to 2130 today, so it's a little extra hotter than usual.
So now I hand the head of the rose over to Joey, and I'm going to gather up the stem, and he's going to equalize the heat on that so that it doesn't have too much of a core heat in it, because I'm going to have to grab that and stick it onto the stem and pull it all out in one move.
These are all about the timing. These are a piece. This is a product that only Chris makes. We line it up in the schedule, and Joey and I and the other 2 guys, we all collaborate on 90% of the products that we sell here at the Glass Academy. Chris has kind of coined this as his own business, his own thing. Yep. Well, that's right. Christina's Robin's sister out there, folks. We were just bowling with her yesterday or a couple days ago. Had a pretty good time. She's a Glass Academy addict. It was a hoot.
It was a hoot. And a holler.
I actually shot over 200. I came in and they were all like, "You're not going to be good, are you?" And I shot my first 200 ever.
I heard about it.
You did?
You better believe it.
Is it a game of 400?
No, 300.
I think it's 300, yeah.
I know. I'm going to need to sit down and
here's Joey looking it out. He's timing it out. This is the job of the assistant in this piece, to know the timing of when Chris is ready with the stem. Chris layered it up with 1 layer of an iridescent gold, and he's putting thorns into it. Holy. That was fluffy. Norman, who is a amateur maybe, or what would you describe yourself as, Norman? A hobbyist glass blower. He's doing a great job in watching our shows, if I'm not mistaken, from Indiana or Illinois, something with an I. Iowa, I don't know. I'm sorry, Norman, but he said 2130. How the heck do you keep it on the pipe? That's what we're training. We're trying to train Oliver to learn on super hot glass. And the hotter it is, the smoother it's going to be. As long as you can control it.
It feels kind of stiff.
It still does feel a little stiff.
I'm like, it kind of has been...
It could be hotter.
Tricking with me. I worked with some Bruce Spatz.
What?
Whoa!
What is that other powder glass?
Spruce Pine bag.
Thank you. Wow.
Bruce Pine.
That was tough, though.
So there's a nice looking stem, about 8-10 inches long. Joe's gonna bring me some leaves now. This thing's still moving pretty good. Check
Yeah,
that
this
out.
is where it gets a little funky, controlling that rose and keeping it hot enough while having the length of that stem. And you guys are gonna see an even stronger example of that later in the show when we make this 30-inch long sunflower.
No. Yes.
Just kidding, it's not gonna be that long, but it is gonna be long. Welcome, Pam, better late than never. What's happening?
So these are the leaves now.
Wendy, what's happening? Lynn's in the house. Good evening. Don't diss the technique, Robin. I like to dent the floor. Beautiful. Can't put leaves on if they're not chusei.
Chusei.
Chusei means juicy, means really hot. You can't have soft or you can't have hard leaves on there. You'll never get the imprints, and Chris won't be able to sculpt them. Indiana, I was right with one of them. He's a hobbyist.
Nice.
John says, how about frit on the Marver for the beverage serving area? It's an interesting idea.
That sounds gritty.
It does sound a little
That sounds
gritty.
really gritty.
Somebody else also suggested.
I never like the roses I make to be perfectly straight. I like to have them have a little bit of a bend to them. So that's what's happening right now. I'm getting a little bit of a twist by kind of kicking it back and forth.
Pat, congrats on the move. Hope everything went smooth out in Tennessee now. It's super exciting.
So there she is, guys, a beautiful long stem rose.
What's happening, Dennis?
And I'm gonna bring the gold out in the stem here, and then when it cools down out of the annealing oven after about 16 hours, that top's gonna be bright red. I'm talking cherry red, or maybe rose red.
Perhaps. Backing it up.
All right, I'll bring it to you.
You don't need to yank him like he's on a leash. Oh, okay, I see.
All right, so now we're going to put this puppy away.
That's a nice break right there.
Now what we do here at the Glass Academy, folks, is we torch up the bottom of this and we put the GA stamp right in the end.
Fork? I was gonna grab with grabbers.
Yeah, see, I'm giving him something to push up against on that final little clear tip on the end of the rose.
Nice.
Beautiful having them encased like that. When you see that rose head, it's all glassy and super nice with the glowing core. And Joey, with a tender hand, is taking it into box number 3.
That's a pretty one there, folks. You just saw the one-of-a-kind rose action. That piece will go online and be sold as the warmer-upper on tonight's show.
This is true.
It's called the traditional rose. One of the things I really learned a lot, especially out at the Michigan Renaissance Festival, because we sell a ton of roses, is that different color roses are for different occasions.
Different meanings.
And yellow rose is a sympathy rose.
Friendship.
Is it? What?
Friendship.
Well, the blue rose is the chaotic rose. I'm just making it all up, folks, whatever. But I could have swore, I think that somebody told me the yellow one was sympathy. But what is it, friendship? Huh.
Same
I
as
wonder
a
back
yellow
when I was
heart.
buying dozens of roses for those girls in high school and I was buying yellow ones.
Oh,
It never worked out.
Did you guys know that roses have like the highest measurable energy of any plant or flower?
Energy? What does that mean?
Just like radiant energy in a measurable form. I don't know.
Immeasurable
It's
form.
probably-
I learned this while I was doing landscaping in Denver this summer. The lady I was working for went to some really fancy college for plant science. And
That's pretty
It's
sweet.
probably because everybody on the planet, well, maybe that in some other crazy countries, but most people are thinking about roses as like this amazing thing that you can just really impact somebody by giving them a rose, or they're dumping their energy into it. So maybe that energy is just transferred through the human mojo.
I think it came from the earth first, but we definitely have an influence.
Yeah, I mean, they say all that stuff about planting plants and, your needs.
feeds
If
your
you
soul.
plant the plants, those plants grow with the things that you need.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
well, that was good. It was done. We're on to the next piece. Looking at the board, we're talking about Sue Schmidt's Van Gogh mug.
Let's take a look. Yep, it's true. Sue Schmidt's Van Gogh mug. This is going to be for Taryn. Sue Schmidt emailed us about it. I don't know if Taryn's paying for it, if she's paying for it, but either way, it's either a gift to her daughter or Taryn's getting it for herself because she's a blue lover. She's got a collection of blue glass, and this mug was amazing, and she literally couldn't hit the go button on the website fast enough last week.
Well, that's kind of interesting. The go button and the Van Gogh mug.
Wow. That's a crazy correlation.
What a coincidence.
Let's take a look at the table, folks. This is where the go button is used. You go to Glass Academy, and this is what funds our shows, the patrons of the art that you all are, supporting what we do. These are the products we sell. This is kind of a cutesy and lovey-dovey table for Valentine's Day. We're giving you some time ahead of the actual date to think about this and plan it out. Perhaps get a rose. We got multiples up of each of the roses because we can recreate these colors. Chris can for sure. You got your white, you got red, a little bit of the purple. Up here we got a black with black leaves rose, and it's 6:30 right now, so the website's going live right now. And then we got another green and purple one. You got detailed shots of all these on the website, so you guys can pick and choose and check it out. A couple other products we got up that are just the Valentine's theme, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, these are gonna be one and dones. The creatures here, that's how we sell slugs on the show, one and done. So you got a jumbo, he's a pretty big boy right there, number 3.
Lots of love in them.
Lots of love in them. We got a couple of different colored hearts. This clear one is usually hard to photograph, usually kind of a little hard to see on camera, but that's got a paw print on it. So if you got an animal lover in your life, we sell these in both clear and recycle. And then our colored hearts over here, like this pink one, we've got in multiple colors on the website, but they're highlighted here tonight on the show. And they're looking really good. So we're gonna get into this custom order, and then in between I wanna talk about that picture that was sent from our last custom order a couple of weeks back. So we'll do that after this show, but we're gonna collab on this one because this is how it was originally created too. Joey's gonna be doing the color pattern, and then I'll be shaping the shape of the mug up. So
I did notice something interesting on the featured item table. What's the story with the little cool GA heart that's on there?
just one of like 12 to 15 different pins that we have. Super well made, super classy enamel pins, and that's one of our products. It looks just like a heart, but that's because we sell hearts, and we have them for about 10 of our other signature products as well.
Is it for sale?
And it's for sale.
Oh, cool. I just said there wasn't a number by it, so it's just not on the regular page. It doesn't need its own number, though, you said. Nice.
Yep.
I understand now, folks.
So we got Joey gathering up. He's going to take a quick pit stop at our Pow Pow station, ladies and gentlemen. And so he's just going to do a little dipperoonie.
The Pow Pow station, guys, is that hooded, ventilated box that we have, a double hood under the main hood. And the reason being is that powdered glass is very, very toxic. You don't want to breathe it. So we make sure that we have all of our powdered glass underneath the hood, double hood action, so that when you're making a lot of Van Gogh stuff using powders, you got to have it under the hood for safekeeping.
So I'm not getting a ton in one spot.
Dennis just made a pretty cool comment saying that Rose essential oils are some of the most expensive essential oils out there to be purchased, or the most expensive essential oil to purchase. It's pretty cool.
I do know there's some interesting information about heirloom roses, because roses have been so bred to have a rose have a beautiful scent takes a lot of the energy out of the rose itself. So what is it called when they genetically modify roses? They inbreed roses so that there's no scent, but there's more size and longevity to them.
Interesting.
So when you find, like a lot of times when they're selling an old house or an old piece of property, back in the old days, these old school heirloom roses, you can see those on an empty lot or an old house they're going to tear down. Go there and dig up that rose bush because
it's going to smell
it's going to smell real nice. Yeah,
that's interesting.
Real rose.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
That's just like I was saying about Honeycrisp apples. The smaller the apple that I've found, the ones Aldi sells are like this big, and they're the most powerful with flavor. And then you go to Kroger or whatever, wherever your local grocery store is, and you get the jumbo, waxy, super crazy Honeycrisp apples, and they're just kind of like a little mealy, and they got no like sweet
like
flavor.
This big, like the size of a cantaloupe.
Yeah, it's nasty.
A few years back, there was some apples that came out that was I think Michigan State University came out with this signature
Cosmic
apple.
Crisp.
Crisp.
Oh,
and
yeah.
whatever happened to them? They just disappeared.
I still eat them every other week. I rotate between Cosmic and Honeycrisp.
Well, they'll say that those Cosmic Crisps don't turn brown when you cut them open and leave them open, And they'll last in the fridge for like 4 weeks
They're good.
That's crazy.
and stay crispy.
They're darn good, but they're almost a little too sweet for me. They're like sugar.
And you want to make sure that it doesn't do anything to your whole infrastructure. Could be something crazy about those apples. Grow a third arm out of your back or something.
You can use that.
Meanwhile, Joey doesn't need a third.
Joey's like, hey, that'd be cool. Give me some of them apples. I want a third arm in my back.
Think about extra things you could hold. Open a door, poke people while facing the other way discreetly, and act like it was a joke.
Yeah.
But look
I
at
would have
Joey's
so
wrist
much fun
action.
That should be your picture.
That'd be,
Joey, with
that'd
a
be as
third
good as
arm-
having a tail.
Third arm coming
Like,
out of
it'd be annoying,
It'd
but
be
I mean,
better than having a tail because you can grab stuff with a tail. You can only whip stuff with.
Right.
yeah.
Hand, you could be doing all kinds of stuff back there.
Sounds mischievous.
It's good to be back, folks. It was a long week not doing the show last week. We always look forward to this. It's a good, relaxing time. It was 2 weeks. That's
Yeah.
why it felt so long, because we did take a company-wide break after the holiday push, and it was well needed, and we all enjoyed our time off.
So that,
Take a look at it, folks. Joey just went to town on the Keller, as they say out of Pittsburgh.
I've started saying it.
It just
It
happens.
doesn't come out normal anymore. You guys have hassled me about it so much. Turned into killer.
It's the Keller. Got to fix the Keller up real good. Who's our Pittsburgh followers out there? I know we got at least like 5, and I know one of them's named Wendy. But how many other ones do we have out there?
Well,
You'll
how
have
about
to watch the chat
How about
for
our
us.
Vegas guys? We got Dave Hamill. He watches our show pretty often. We visited him when we went to Vegas this past
Super
week.
good time. Great meal, great time. Vegas was crazy. It was a lot of stimulation, folks. And it was too much money spent, both on food and in the Vegas area.
What? There's no way.
No,
No way.
no, it's true.
You guys in Vegas having a good time? I couldn't see it. So reserved. So
We
well
are pretty
behaved.
tame, you guys. You guys know us as the tame crew. Speaking of how you know us, though, I did mention in the Glass Academy Addicts, here comes the bubble, folks. I could speak while blowing air through my thumb. I mentioned that I was thinking my name for this new intro to our show that we're going to be filming. I'd like mine to be Lingo Man.
Lingo Man.
That's right. And I thought we had a list going of the Jake-isms that were on this show, but it sounds like we don't have a list. So if you guys wouldn't mind in the Glass Academy Addicts going to that post and mentioning some of the old words that have just came out of my mouth without me knowing really, it would be amazing, because I'd love to use them in the intro and have like a rapid fire of a bunch of different random words.
You got the air, Chris?
No Razor Jacks.
No Razor Jacks. Inflation. Perfect.
All right, Sue, I'm going to ask you here clearly. If you'd like more white, what way can we put it on at this point?
More white?
It is going to be pretty white. It is hot. I'm going to be honest. I put a good coat of powder white on the base. But
We need more white on there?
It's gonna be what it is. You can't be putting more white on now. That'd be like doing a clown's face up real good and then just adding more red all over his face. I'm just saying.
Let's take a look at how
you
it cools
can't do
down. We have clear accents going on the foot and the handle, so we can always adjust the handle or the foot to having white as well, but it is still hot, and white is transparent when it's at this temperature. So let's get the shape set and take a look at it.
So blowing through the pipe here is a really cool technique, guys.
Yeah, just take a good zoom in on it. No clowns on this one, Sue. Good.
When I'm blowing in the pipe, Jake's actually shaping. There's a lot of white around that piece. That looks like there's plenty of white on there. He's actually shaping the bubble around that mass of air that I'm blowing in there, controlling it, either allowing it to blow out wider or longer.
One more puff. Blow. Need a little more volume. Beautiful. Now we're gonna take it to Squish Town.
Not Squish Town.
Yep, that's where we're taking it.
I like Pumpkin Town better.
Pumpkin Town's cool. Joey just spent a good 4 hours in Pumpkin Town today.
Yep.
We have a
a good
transporter
time.
because it is kind of far. Didn't we come up with that was like somewhere down in like Southern Illinois or something? But to get to Pumpkin Town,
That's the business discount.
you have to get in the transporter.
I think I.
We've been drinking challenge.
What?
Someone said we've been drinking challenge.
No, we're just excited to be back.
That's right.
Jolly
I
juice.
don't have blankets.
We may have to do some type of a rap episode.
Tuesdays are for the boys, man.
All right, we're gonna do the 3-team special move here.
Go paddle.
Cappy on the capster.
Capster.
So
That's
what we're doing
gorgeous.
right now is we're capping the air
Yep.
in the pipe, and then Jake was paddling.
Jeez.
Jake was using the jacks, and Joey was paddling, so we get that nice sharp bottom, which looks amazing. Look at all that going on. I love it.
Yeah. That's right. Do we have a estimated time that warmer upper rose? Oh, she's gone. Well,
You were talking to nobody.
I was talking to nobody. All right, let's do clear because clear just looks so
You want a
good.
big
You got
foot or
this
small
much-
foot?
What?
That's good.
That's a lot.
Plenty.
I'm saying. It's a
Yeah,
lot.
that's a lot. I love clear on everything I can get it on. I'm just loving it more and more. The simplicity of it in contrast to all the action that Joey's got going on in the body of this thing.
So
It's a
these guys
beautiful
are
thing.
putting it on here. You know, we have a large number of people who watch the show every week, and you guys hear a lot of the stuff that we talk about.
take a
but
paddle, Dad.
literally thousands of people watch these shows. So talking about some of the things that we've already talked about is kind of important. So I want to talk a little bit about the color.
Would you just
Because-
talk about it?
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand how colored glass
Ooh,
is
yeah.
made. Some people think that there's dyes in it. Some people think that it's just like
Bugs.
could be. I've had people think that it's crayons and other paints and things like that. But the coolest thing about the glass is that the raw glass material itself is pure silica sand. And it's silica sand mixed with a little bit of ash and a little bit of limestone, which acts as fluxing agents, and it lowers the melting point of the silica so that you can melt it and it turns into a liquid as we know it. And that makes clear glass. Now, depending on what different type of earthly mineral that
That's
you
crisp.
add to the raw glass when you're melting it will change the color of the glass. And trust me, guys, I don't
It's looking
know
pretty white.
what higher power came up with that type of cool situation, but to think that almost every mineral on the periodic table, that when it gets added to the glass, individually or in combination, changes the color of the glass. Manganese makes the purple. Gold makes red and pink. Iron makes green. And the most prominent minerals that are in the glass powder, in the silica sand, are copper and iron, because those particular minerals are very, very frequently
Clear.
in the giant like landfills or beds of silica sand. Silica sand's usually where there was oceans or lakes, things like that.
Let me actually give it a quick trim, Joey.
And
Give it a quick trim.
when you buy sheet glass, commercial sheet glass, you can get clear sheet glass, you can get sheet glass with a green optic from the side view or a blue optic. And blue is because there was copper in the silica sand, and green is the iron that's in the silica sand. So that's a really cool thing, because it was a really long time. I don't think it was until right around 1950 that they could start putting a whitener in the glass and get rid of those colored optics. It was always either blue or green sheet glass. That's some interesting information about that.
Right.
So Yeah,
So that is some pretty cool information. I was listening as best I could as I was making the piece, but it's always good information to wrangle out of Chris's brain when you can get it.
So he's trimming it now, guys. Check this out.
And what I tried to show off in the camera there, I don't know if you guys were focusing on it, was just how crispy and clean that foot went on. Joey brought it over perfectly symmetrical, and it was super hot because it was clear right out of the furnace. So it's just super tight edges.
Lip wrap here, which adds a decorative element to the piece, but it also adds strength to the top of the mug. Nice.
Oh yeah.
But I started to say, trimming the top of any type of a drinking vessel, it does two things. It thins the mug out so that the lip of the glass or the lip of the wine glass, the mug, the whatever glass drinking vessel it is, but it also allows you to make the shape proportionately correct. So really when you're blowing the piece out, you're just kind of eyeballing the final design and you're working on the bottom of the piece. And then once you punty it up and attach it to the rod that Jake has in his hand right now, the punty rod, now he's shaping the top and finishing the overall design of the piece.
The Lipus Rapus.
Lipicus rapicus.
The little flizzer.
That looks nice.
Just enough to get your lip right up on there, Taryn.
So all of our mugs
Look
have
at that.
handles. That is a beaut.
Holy son of a gun.
Now remember, that's going to change a little bit different than that, especially because you can't see the true colors when they're hot. The colors lose their vividness when they're about 600 degrees or above.
It's clear, but not too
also,
juicy.
there's some reduction colors mixed into that color pattern, which have a lot of metals in it, a lot of golds and silvers. So when the piece is completely done and we put the stamp and everything on it and it's ready to go in the annealing oven, Joey will turn up the reduction atmosphere in the heat source here, and it'll bring all those precious metals out into the surface. And really bring
the bling-blingification.
The bling-blingification.
Yeah. We put a crystal clear handle on here, and yeah, forget what I was going to say. Oh, the rose is live on the website. That warmer upper rose is now available online. You guys know the deal with purchasing pieces from the show. There's no shipping cost. We include shipping because it's impossible for us to weigh the piece while it's in the box over there at 1,000 degrees. So we just do the old shipping special, and you guys can check it out on there. First come, first serve, only one of a kind. Everything made on the show, too, we sign it with the show date on it. So that's the beauty of getting custom orders like so. And some people request not to have it. Some people like it, but it's up to you guys. But it's nice to know when you look at it 10 years from now, you're not going to remember the number of the show that you watched it from, you know. Dad, can I get the handle tool in 1 second? I think just about every first mug we've ever made, we forget the handle tool. So it's just part of the system, you guys. Stick with us.
Keep it under the bench.
We should just keep it in the area right here, or keep it under the bench. You're right. Thanks, Dad. All right, here we go. Nice and juicy. I'm going to pick the spot that needs to be covered up, which is no spot. It all looks amazing.
Well, then just magnify it.
All right.
There we go.
It's
Look at
hard
that
when you
handle.
make a sweet piece like this to find the most boring spot.
Did anybody just see what just happened?
That was crazy.
Did you see that, Dad?
Yeah, I did. Woo! That was just the right cut. Didn't stick.
That was incredible. And now we have a perfect handle on there?
Mm-hmm. That's nice.
That's
I think that should be
ridiculous.
dismissed as coincidence.
That's just the
That's
Schmidt
con-
family
that's
energy.
conspiracy.
Yeah, Time Life
Oh my
books would dismiss
God.
that as a coincidence. With a big stamp on the screen.
Can you explain what happened to them if they didn't catch it? Because that was
If
fast.
you guys didn't see that floppity doppity, that's
Stamper?
a criticism.
We need a Rosetta blue chrome runner.
He cut that handle and it was so hot, maybe a little bit too hot, that when he cut it, it fell right down and touched the side of the piece, and then he flipped it over and it came off. which rarely happens. So there's some good mojo in this piece right here, I'm telling you.
The only way that happened was that the way it fell was exactly like the 2% portion, the cut marks from the shear, the 2% portion of the tip of the handle touched, and it was loud enough that I heard a little tap on the side of the mug, and then I was like, it's over,
Bounced
it's
off,
done.
and then I heard it, I was like,
and I turned it over, and it was still hanging down. That was ridiculous. Couple smacks.
Yeah. This
So
is
rosetta in Italian means little roses, guys, and or a wave, two different meanings, but it's going on the back of the handle. There's other things we put
Like
on the
that.
handles that are called like
that?
dragon back action, but watch
I said
this.
it's just like that.
I was trying to do the wave. Chris
That was
wouldn't
it.
join me.
I saw it.
Chris, you left me hanging, man.
Doing the wave?
Yeah.
Got to give me some notification that this is going
We're
down.
talking about it. You should have been in the move, man.
Blue is such a soft color. I got a little more time than usual. But
You
still,
want a blue stamp?
gotta move fast. Come on, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Blue stamp sounds cool. A little extra blue for him.
I can give it the blues.
I want to squash this top part down a little bit so her thumb sits extra cozy on it. Because an uncomfortable thing is means for
Celebration.
an uncomfortable thumb.
Oh, like I said, a comfortable thumb is
That's a means for celebration
yeah.
for sure. But you should have a comfortable thumb no matter what the drinking vessel is.
What we got going on over here?
The one in the photo had no thumb, so I kind of planned it out that way. I don't think we need a saddle up there. The handle's the perfect size, so let's go no thumber.
That's a notch. That's a finger notch.
That's a finger notch special.
You need a stamp, don't you?
Yep.
Might help.
That's why we got three of us around here.
Oh, yeah.
Just the right amount of color.
Collar or color?
Keller.
Keller. Look at this ridiculous piece. Magnification of the color down in the clear base, and we still haven't even iridized that handle yet. We're going for the blue chrysome, folks. Just take a good look.
We got people telling us they've rewatched the handle attachment and didn't see it bounce.
Wow.
I'm here to tell you guys, I heard what Jake heard.
Can guarantee.
It definitely tapped off at the side of the...
Yeah. I thought the piece was toast. I thought we were going to have to restart instantly. Look at that. That just turned into a mirror.
Want to hit it one more time?
I'm going to get it off of here. Sometimes if you overdo it, it looks more like silver. And I know Taryn likes the blue. So now with this last heat, we got about, within 2 minutes, any more than 2 minutes, I'd say this piece would start having issues. So he's got the claw, and we're taking it on the top shelf. Especially with those clear feet, it looks so nice when you get to blast it with the torch and really smooth it out like that.
Woo! Looking good.
That is tasty. Way to lay it in there.
Nice.
Groovy.
Very
groovy.
nice.
Groovy. On the
All
Tuesday.
right.
Taryn, another
groovy
one
on
to the collection. That's a beauty. Got us
baby
warmed
turned
up
out
over here. That
awesome.
one got me a little sweaty there. That handle, instantly. It's like when you get the moment you know you're getting sent to the principal's office and your whole body just gets that like feeling of I'm in trouble. That's what happened right there. I heard that sound and I was like, but it worked out.
You're talking from experience, I see.
No, I've never been to the principal's office. But what I do want to show off over here is this sweet thing. And a big congratulations to Sue on her 100th order. We saw that on the Glass Academy Addicts page. Maybe, I don't know if you wanted me to say that on the show or not, Sue, but it's a pretty darn cool thing. And for all, that definitely certifies you as a patron of the arts. That's what it is. And everyone who orders from us and supports what we do here is a patron of the arts. It's a super cool title, super cool thing. And that's a pretty serious feat since the pandemic, and we appreciate you and your family, Taryn as well included, for all that. And thinking back to that carrot cake, those guys came for a happy hour. We said we love carrot cake, and they baked a carrot cake and brought it all the way into town. So those guys are OGs, and we really appreciate you guys. This is a really cool order. I love getting the feedback from the custom orders, because sometimes we do custom orders and we never hear back from the customer. And whether they liked it or not, we don't know. We're proud of what we do. We never give the customer anything we're not satisfied with and proud of giving to them. But sometimes we just don't hear back from them, and it's hard for my mind not to wander and wonder whether we hit the mark with them and everything turned out good or not. But it's a really beautiful thing when we get something like this. And this was from John. His son was the one that did the order. And if you guys remember this piece, Chris made this one, I think it had to be 3 or 4 shows ago. And it's a Glencairn. It's for it's a snifter, basically, for sniffing and drinking your brandy. I don't know if it's brandy specific or whiskey or whatever, but I think it's brandy. And the guy said, just go for it. He's like, just be creative and do your thing. It's a gift for my dad, and I want it to be super cool. And I was like, well, give me something to go off of. And he said, he's a photographer, and he photographs a lot of butterflies and a lot of flowers, bright colors, beautiful naturistic action. So I translated that to Chris. He picked out the colors, and then we all made the piece on the show, and that's how it turned out. And then we got this in the mail, which is a nice picture of it and a nice letter.
What does it say?
Express my great appreciation for the Glencairn glass you made for me as a present from my son. Watch the video of its birth as a thank you. That's what we talk about all the time with custom orders. Get it as a gift for somebody. And as a thank you to Michelle Pasinski and Chris Nordine, the Glass Academy, I'm enclosing a copy of my flower photography book, Natural Fine Art.
Show his picture on the back. Check it out.
There he is. Yeah. Pratt Institute. I applied to Pratt for glass. They got a glass program, don't they?
Yeah.
Exploring the world through his camera for over 50 years, all types of photography. And he's out in nature, and these are just some beautiful pictures in here. And there was one specifically, the first one I opened it up to, almost looked exactly like the Glencairn. Look at that.
Let's see.
I mean, that's insane.
Oh yeah. Here. Those flower pictures, that doesn't even look real.
I know, that's out of control. It looks like something from like Avatar.
He's probably got other books of these photographing butterflies and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
either way, that's just so cool to see that, get the feedback, and know that everything's going smooth with everybody. So we appreciate you, John, and your son, and everyone who gets custom orders. It's a super, super cool thing, and we passed this around the whole Glass Academy. Everyone saw it. Everyone was happy to see it. It's pretty darn awesome.
I think we forgot to do something.
Michelle did the clapper like 10 minutes into the show.
She did?
Yeah.
Well, I'm doing it again. All right. That's
Perfect.
cool. All right, so now we're going to be doing the
Sunflower.
giant sunflower.
This is for Trey. This is a gift. He's got a giant bouquet of roses that we're going to be putting this kind of custom designed sunflower. It was based off of the sunflower Kelly Robson has, which is a probably like a 10 or so inch tall giant sunflower on a beautiful piece of carved wood that Chris made, and it's on our wall at home. And we're gonna remove the leaves off the stem so he can set it down in this bouquet of like literally 50 roses, and the sunflower head's gonna be popping out the top. We probably don't want it completely facing forward, the sunflower head, maybe a little bit slightly upward facing.
You want it to be like looking at like the horizon?
Like a 45, I would say, or maybe a little less, but
All right. Well, we can tweak that
we
at
could
the
tweak
end
it
and
at the
see.
end. But that's the plan, and then if we want to take one more pan over the table, that would be nice. There's one thing that I did want to mention, number 12 here. This was, and I gave the whole story on it a few shows back. Marissa had set up this show, and we had just a little bit of an issue with shipping, we noticed after the fact. So we emailed a few of you guys to make sure that everyone knew the deal. We were charging $40 of shipping for this ornament. So it was going to be our signature ornament of the year. We only sold a couple of them on the show. We only have, I think, about 20 or so left of them because it's that super rare color that we were using for our signature pumpkins.
And we used up the rare color to the point where we couldn't get any more.
Exactly. So there's about 20 of those left, and they're a really beautiful thing. We wanted to make that our signature ornament, but just couldn't because of supply issues. But the shipping should be correct on this one right now. And we're past the holiday season, but if you guys plan out to the next holiday, or I have ornaments hanging in my window, it's not about just Christmas, and there's a million different religions out there. It's just a beautiful bulb, and that guy's available on tonight's show.
Jake, am I right in thinking, because I can
I know what you're about to say.
That I didn't make any of these, and somehow I got promoted to the point where I don't have to make the Christmas ornaments any longer, and Jake made a whole bunch of them. But am I right in thinking that this was recycled glass with the periwinkle?
Yep.
That's the color you guys chose for the name for it, but it's a beautiful periwinkle powder.
Yep.
And that thing has got such a beautiful, beautiful deepness to it.
I was gonna say the same thing. The depth to it's crazy. It just keeps
Especially
going.
when the sun hits it, I don't know if I can get up there.
There is no sun up there.
Is there any sun up there? I was trying to get the "Gotta Have It Hot" sign shining through it. But it's just a beautiful color, and I think those ornaments, and especially since you can't get the color anymore, we got 20 left. That anyone who doesn't have one of these, and they have a collection of ornaments, no matter what you do with them on the tree or in the window, you should add one of those to your ornament collection, because they're a rare ornament.
Big time. And our other slug went, but look at this little cute fella. You may just want to adopt him, but that's up to you guys. Depends on how much room and resources you have to feed another slug in your home.
If you put them in your plant, they just eat the plant while you're sleeping.
It's true. That's where I got mine.
The root system. They go for the root system, you guys.
Well, we don't want that, but. So I got the sunflower yellow out. I got our gold for the body. We're gonna need a pineapple mold out for the seed area, and then we're doing a lot of leaves. Joey and I'll tag team that. And then we got a couple different greens. Mostly you got the apple and a little bit of gold. We're putting some texture into the gnarled stem as well.
All right, well, let's do it.
So Trey, this is it right now. Trey's never seen one of our shows. He may or may not be watching right now. He very likely will be watching when he gifts this to this amazing person that's getting a super Valentine's Day special treatment. Let's make it happen. Kirsten likes that slug? Kirsten's the bomb diggity. You guys may know her as our new kind of web tech support and super amazing, get a lot of things done part team member of the Glass Academy, and she has a lot of love for a lot of these products. I think it's fun when we're working with things that we love.
Wait.
Pammy in the house, just waking up.
The
Over in
center
Australia.
of this is going to be an iridescent metallic center that really kind of looks like the center of a sunflower. It's got a really cool cross hatching with this bowl-tone mold. You guys are going to see it. Looks really beautiful. Exactly.
Well, now they can hear me. It's like you can pick the seeds out of it.
Yeah, I appreciate the love, Susan. It's pretty cool to look back into pre-COVID or right after COVID when we started these shows and see the progression on all of our fronts. I mean, Joey went out to Texas and came back. We had a couple different other employees who grew a ton during this process too, but we're blowing glass every single day, and you really can't not get better when we're blowing glass every single day. So
yeah, for you new folks, this show was born because of COVID.
Yeah.
We were in lockdown. We didn't know what to do. And we're like, let's start just filming ourselves. And it was just the four of us. Lucy, our daughter, who's in New York now, but she was there. And we didn't have anything to do, but we were allowed to come here because in lockdown, because there was nobody else here at the time. And that's what we started doing. Not a weird word, lockdown.
Yeah. Lockdown.
Gave me like a nice break from work.
Luckily, we were all safe and cozy.
Yeah, spend a lot of time in the home studio. That was great.
Into the pineapple mold, folks. He's putting basically seeds into the core of this flower.
That's a fine apple.
Yeah.
So that mold's got a lot of undercuts, hundreds of undercuts. So you have to blow into it and you have to suck back in to get it to come out of the mold.
So he's taking it to the inflation station here, and Joey's going to go ahead and puff this out a little bit. He's thinking about flattening this down. The front side of the sunflower is what's facing you guys at the camera right now.
Stop.
He's leaving it a little puffy. He's not letting the two sides touch each other. So it has a little bit of, you know.
Little something or something.
Yeah. That's right.
Were you aiding Jake's description, or were you looking for a little something from the inflation station?
I'm looking good. Very tiny puff.
Okay.
All right.
Good. Thank you.
A la puff. Granny?
I am ready. I'll give you a close-up of this, guys.
Remember, it's gonna get a little darker and it's gonna become iridescent. It's gonna be a poppin' gold.
Definitely got that beautiful crosshatch.
It's gonna have that natural amber tone to it that a sunflower does, but we
Granny?
chose the gold because it's glass.
All
We
yellow
want it to
everywhere.
bling a little bit.
Sunflower. Wow. Hey guys, I'm here just questioning whether sunflowers are green or...
Where
Yeah.
Joey comes from, the sunflowers are different colors.
Are you gonna need me double teaming leaves, or you want to take them one at a time?
You could bring them. You could bring some as well. Sure.
Yeah, we got
I
a
mean,
lot of
do you
Jake.
need me
Come
to-
on.
No, I think we're
Help us
doing
out.
fine. We got a little time. I like
Contrasting opinions here. I want to know.
I'll
it.
get the
Joey
next
can
set.
run all 800 bits.
Ah, no biggie.
Don't you have your third hand yet, or what?
It's still sprouting.
Now remember, this is a bright yellow, guys. As soon as this thing cools down, it's looking yellow because of the heat, but it's going to cool down and look pretty much orange for the rest of this creation until it's 100% cooled down. You guys know that process. I think Chris explained it a little bit earlier. We got to cool it down overnight.
It's got to take a nap.
It's got to take a nap, just like we all do. I went to bed at 11 o'clock last night, and I woke up feeling amazing.
These things get big quick, but the
That's
other
what
thing
he
too
wanted.
is that I got to make sure that I stay on the organic tip over here, because sometimes I completely make things too geometric, and I got to make sure I vary the size of these sweet little puppies and keep it organic, because you know what? Sunflowers are organic.
How many coats did you put on there, Joey, before I gather one up? 2 full coats?
Yeah.
I want to make sure it matches identical to the rest of the leaves.
Sometimes their petals are different colors.
That's true.
Sometimes they fade to like orange and yellow.
Depending on how much energy is within the flower.
Yeah. Depends on the flower's energy
That's right.
and the count of the seeds.
And I will say, as a reminder to everyone, we're streaming on both the YT and the FB, so our viewership's a little bit
YP?
splitted.
Say YT or YP?
I said the
I heard P.
YT and the FB.
The U page and the face tube.
Always mark them down to a small point.
Who are you talking to, me?
Everybody.
Probably me.
When I add them on, I can touch them at a small point.
Got it. To marver down to a small point. Marvering is the metal surface that we roll the glass on. So he's asking for just a nice tip so he doesn't have to do the squish and pull. You see the timing of this, and meanwhile, as much as we're lining up our timing with Chris, he's thinking about the general heat of the entire piece. And that first leaf's gonna be a lot colder than is the most recent leaf, and also the core of it is blown. It's not solid, so that's not retaining a ton of heat either. So he's giving it a deep flash, and I don't know, he might be eventually open up the door. This thing's getting pretty big. One more coming in.
Yeah, bring it on. And it's like, it's funny because it's kind of like when you're making rabbits. They don't look like anything until you get the ears on. These guys don't really look like much until you start getting all the petals on, and then they start looking really nice.
For how fast we work as glass blowers, there sure is a lot of patience, mental patience involved in not getting frustrated. You get frustrated fast. I mean, a lot of people do in glass blowing. You've all seen me get frustrated on the experimental show. I usually do a pretty good job here, but for some reason it just happens when I'm trying to learn new things. But it's a total mental challenge. It's just like sports, and there's a huge collaboration aspect to glass blowing, and that's the beauty of it. It's rewarding as heck.
Might need one more gather, Jake. We got this one pretty small.
One more?
I was actually interviewing an artist for the gallery in Ann Arbor. I think we're gonna have enough.
All right.
And he was like, "Oh, you own the Glass Academy? I want to come take a class." And he was like, "I want to come make my own mug." And I was like, "Well, you're not going to be able to make your own mug. You can come have us make a mug for you." "Oh, no, I can make my own mug. I'm really artistic." And he kept on telling me the same thing over and over again.
We just got to have a challenge class then. You come in, you pay a flat rate. We give you like a half hour to 45 minutes. You get one assistant of your choosing.
I asked him, I always relate it to playing the violin. I said, "Well, do you play a musical instrument?" He's like, "No." And I said, "Well, you ever try to play the violin?" He's like, "No." I said, "Well, why don't you bring a violin too, and you can make a mug and play a violin concerto at the same time." And he was like, "What do you mean?"
One more or no?
Yeah, one more. And that's exactly what I mean. It's like, I told him, you're going to be severely assisted by a professional glass blower. You have to be, otherwise the only thing you can make is a sculptural glob. And hey, there's nothing wrong with a sculptural glob, but you're not going to be able to do it.
I know I mentioned this before on the show, but I'm so excited to do the raindrop challenge at the beverage counter, or whatever it may be called. Where if you're sitting there having a drink and you want to come up here and attempt to make one of our simplest looking and least expensive products in the gallery, a raindrop, I want to put on the wall, like someone like that's measuring their height, a certain range that you can drip the drop to, like from here to not touching the ground. And they get one gather, they get 3 tries even, and they get to hang it upside down, and if they hit it within the mark, it's a free drink or whatever it is.
That would be fun.
$20 to play.
Right.
I think that'd be so fun, and we get so many people doing it, they get a chance to take a gather and do it, and chances are, I mean, we've got people, I mean, even you and I still miss a raindrop every 3rd raindrop. It's like, it's not easy, the timing of it. But now you guys all know the trick.
It's like gambling.
It's exactly
Everybody
what it is,
will probably go home and talk about how they made the perfect raindrop.
Yeah.
When it was really
We
dropped
made
on the floor.
$1,000 at Vegas.
Right.
I didn't make any money.
Beautiful.
Well, that's a
That
nice
is looking really good.
I want to get it real hot and get it loosened up a little bit, and then undulate some of those petals just a little bit.
Undulate it, folks.
What is the opposite of undulating?
Stable.
I was gonna say stagnant, yeah, but stable.
Stagnant kind of like sounds a little stinky.
Sounds murky.
We do have some murk in the shop here. Wow, look how beautiful that looks. That's the glowing yellow. Man.
So now you got to get in there and.
Can you keep it that color,
Look at, he's
Chris?
undulating it. Look at that move, that's the undulator. That could be your sizzle reel name. Chris, the undulator.
Ladies and gentlemen, the undulator.
Real deep voice.
Get to the chopper. The undulator's coming.
Beautiful.
All right, so who's gonna hold this, Joey, and knock it off when I'm ready?
Sure.
I'll get the stem going.
I'll just keep wandering around.
I'll stand here and smile next to this pretty flower.
Okay, I want to be really clear that maybe a week or two ago,
Clarity coming.
Chris was like, "We got to get more serious on the show. We've just got to be more serious. We've got to have facts
He
and
just
figures."
undulated it.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Mr. We got to be more serious and take this professional and button up our act has gone rogue.
Hey,
It's
I'm only
buttoned
talking the facts.
The facts.
I'm more of a couple buttons loose kind of guy.
Yeah, Joey's like 3 buttons down.
He's
got chest hair coming left and right.
Me with the buttons.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
What do you say? 7 to 12 inches in length?
Yes. Yep.
Is that a big flower?
Anybody seen a comment from Trey yet? I'm not sure he's watching. He might be saving it to watch it together with this special person. Looks like a couple people are in. Carrie's in. Pam, I know you'd try it. Kirsten. What they think we're gonna make? Anybody got any guesses as to what we're gonna be making? We're gonna make 3 large items out of the big glory hole. First time firing it up since I've been home. Take your guesses now on the 3 Glass Academy products that we're gonna make jumbo size.
Can I guess?
You can take a guess, Joey.
A turkey.
We gotta discuss it after the show.
I know.
One of your guesses may just
Turn
inspire us to do it. Now that's different than undulation, right? That's like
Undulation.
sure. I'd call that the texturization.
I think you're going to be pretty ready to knock this off over here, Joey, when I go in and flash this right after this. So you can go ahead and knock it off right there in a couple seconds. You're probably ready, right?
I didn't, Pammy. I didn't. Here we go. This is the moment.
You ready?
Just like
Yep.
the rose application, we don't know how he's going to grab it, but he is going to grab it. Oh, he's going to grab it with the glass like this. Now remember that stem, that's 2 different greens, and it's got a little bit of gold mixed in as well. He's looking for a nice even pull. Using gravity. Look at Joey with a little bit of air. Chris too, that makes a huge difference. Just a puff of air cools it down and stiffens it up. Michelle's cooling down the entire thing with her sweet cooling clipboard.
That's about the right there.
That's beautiful, and it's a little bit thinner than the photo. It's exactly what he wanted, a little
Look,
angle
a little
to
bit
it.
look like that.
Oh my God, that's perfect. That's beautiful. A lot of guesses coming in. I'm seeing giant gnome a couple different times.
So you know where you're making it.
Wow, look at that. That thing's flapping and flopping. Do we know? Yeah.
What color are the
So now,
leaves?
do you want a door open, or do you think you're doing all right? It's about equalizing the temperature before it goes away. Look at the texture on the stem. That's a beautiful flower, Dad. That is sweet.
Think the pitch is good on that?
I think it is. I think it is.
so.
I think it looks amazing. What's that?
Leaves?
No leaves, actually. Nope.
He's going right down into that
The bouquet.
We don't need any
Pile
leaves
of
caking out of any of those
roses.
roses. I got a picture. He sent me a picture of the bouquet. It's literally this big. It's like 50 roses. It's amazing.
You want to stamp it anywhere other than the bottom?
Probably.
We'll put a stamp on the side.
That is just amazing. Feels like a flower.
We're going to go for a reduction after this.
You got it. I'm gonna give it the bling bling here. Cutting off the oxygen supply into the hole. So it's becoming a, what kind of flame? A fluffy
Reducing?
flame.
Fluffy flame.
Yeah,
Back to technical.
How's it look? Good?
looks amazing.
Purple, amber, silvery.
Wow.
You want to angle it out anymore?
Yeah, yep. Oh yeah.
I'm going to torch the top of the head a little bit so it bends it. Get on the back side.
Pretty good.
One more flash. I think it looks
A
amazing.
little more reduction, we'll go for it.
Yeah.
It's looking pretty nice, guys. Look at that.
Remember, that's bright yellow and bright green on the stem. Robin said Chris is so good at glass sculptures. It's so true. There's glass blowing and there's glass sculpting, folks. This is actually a mixture of both. That cap on top is blown. Everything else is sculpted. It's solid, and that looks amazing.
So we're gonna knock it off on a wood paddle, Joey, maybe? And
You want to just grind it?
polish it a little bit? Yeah, we can knock it off Indian meal. I think it might be safe.
I think we should polish it. Wow, we don't want to grind it.
We're gonna be able to get it in there on a wooden paddle.
Grab
Or
it with the
what
hook.
about-
Grab it with the hook, just like with the rose, right? I mean, I can get it with this guy.
That's a pretty flower.
It's gorgeous.
I need a bigger one than that, or is that gonna go on it? Wow. Lay it down to the right or left only. Don't, you know what I mean? There you go. Can't go down backwards.
Joey?
Push it up.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Nice job. Big old
It
flower.
wasn't the gentlest landing, but it's in there and it
It's
looks
tough
amazing.
when you got an Anira full of 9 million items
I
in a full
know.
day of production. It's like, we left some room like that much to put a giant flower in. It's
It was
like,
actually, there's a whole line right here, but we filled it up with the mug and whatnot before, but
well, that piece turned out amazing. That's
That
going to be
was super
unbelievable.
tight.
And
That was
the
nice.
young lady who's going to get that in her, you know, little gift. I don't know what the occasion was, but it's going to be
I
pretty
think it's
darn.
Valentine's Day, but
I
it
mean,
could
that's
be a
pretty
birthday
heavy
thing or
duty.
something. I don't know. That's a freaking serious gift, and that's super cool. With a heart on it? A Valentine's mug?
With a heart pushed into the front.
Yeah, I'd love to make one of those.
What?
Let me draw the hearts on.
Ooh.
I want to make a three-dimensional bulging
What if we
red
did a
heart and push
three-dimensional
it into
bulging
it?
heart and then you drew a bunch of little hearts like floating out of the top of it or something?
Like
So it's
thought bubble
both.
hearts. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Yeah. I'm fathoming it still. Give me a second. A mug. No?
How much time we got?
Yeah.
We got about 40 minutes.
I think
So that's enough for a mug, and then we got a giveaway, potentially a rose or something of the sort. Who? Katrina, the mug collector, wants to see a pink mug being done.
Well, that mug's gonna go online, so she better have a fast button finger.
Quick finger.
I'm talking like this.
Are we talking like
Yeah,
all the
but Dennis,
pinks?
can we get a zoom in on that one?
One more time for everybody. You ready? Like this. If you're gonna buy it, when you hit the buy button, you gotta go like this. I mean, it's
You can
fast.
throw your shoulder out. Katrina,
You
be
gotta
careful.
Cramp a little bit from throwing the ball to Poe. All right, so we're going for a
Those guys are seasoned purchasers.
a
They know how to hit the
tasty
button.
pink mug. All right, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do.
What? You made like every piece on the show.
What?
It's Joey and I's
You
turn.
guys, you just got done moping over there. We blew
Why
all
don't you just
day.
make the little heart and then hold on to it while we make the rest of the piece, and then you can put the heart on.
the whole? What was that again? That sounded a little hokey, Jake.
Don't put that one in reverse.
Is that a Jakeism?
I think so.
What am I supposed to do again? Could you tell me one more time, please, Jake?
No, I can't. I got nothing.
I mean, that kind of really sounds.
We'll make the whole mug, and then you make a heart at the end.
Well, we should.
Chris, the historian. Here for today.
The bus just drove by.
All right. Go ahead. Let's do it.
Go ahead. I'm not gonna make the
Thanks.
heart and stand around for 20 minutes
Yeah, so just wait.
holding a little heart.
Just relax. It's all
I think there's
good.
enough time to do multiple pieces. I like to do a pink,
Yeah, there's-
pink Pilsner
there's-
glass with a heart on it too.
Sure, there's two pieces that we can make.
We never do Pilsner glass.
Yeah, two pieces.
Pink or purple or red on the hearts
Well, we're
that I'm
making
drawing.
the mug right now.
Don't fret.
Pink or red? Those are the options that I'm offering. To draw the hearts, I want a quick consensus. Whoever can
Well,
look.
I'm making a red heart.
I know, but I want an accent color to draw the hearts. We could either
Whatever
do
you
pink
wanna make.
on transparent, or we could do red, which would contrast a little bit.
One pink, one red. One pink, one red. They're gonna be going up, 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 up.
Okay. Up, in a way?
That's right.
Okay.
Like balloons. Like the little boy with the red balloon.
It? The clown?
I took a break at the Pow
No,
Pow
it was
station.
the little kid who lost his friend who was a balloon. What'd you say? Yeah. I know. Oh, he's going pinkitis over here. Looking good.
Ooh. The double dose. Gotta
That's
have
right.
some gold. Gold ruby with some more gold.
That's right.
For the
With
extra.
a really beautiful, luscious tobacco foot.
Oh, no. No browns. No browns.
This is gonna be something cool.
I did want to reiterate again, what happened here? Where did all these come from?
When I'm working with Matt, sometimes he just gets a little bored while standing here waiting to inflate a pumpkin or other said piece. So he's made a lovely artistic display out of these magnets.
Well, I added about twice as many this morning. It was already pretty artistic and delicious, and then I just found a bunch in the magnet shelf, and I was like, they gotta go somewhere. What do we need to go over? Oh yeah, that's a housekeeping special, right? So we'll do, after this piece, we'll do our wheel of names. There we go. You guys see what's happening here in this color pattern?
It's getting the rotate-itis.
Oh, look at classic tweezer move by Chris, the tweezer
We
maniac.
got 3 tweezers up here.
Thank you.
happened?
That's amazing.
What happened? What happened?
Sound like Ben Stiller from that Tropic Thunder
What
movie.
happened?
I don't know anything
That's
about all
looking pretty
that.
crazy though.
I know.
There's a cool color pattern going on there.
Both. Everybody says both. Robin says red, pink, red, pink. All right, we'll dose it up. We'll give it a little bit of both.
We got pink on the body.
Give it the sauce.
I think that we should use pink and red on this piece, you guys.
Hot potato.
Great.
No.
Whoa.
Do you remember those little cap things that were like little bombs?
Yeah.
Where they were on and you put a cap, one cap in it, and you throw it and it'd
Exploded.
explode?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
kind of reminds me of that.
I'm gonna put a glove on before I try it, I think.
I scared you.
Yeah. Jake said he did it when he was a kid though, so I don't know.
He was only like infant in his crib.
Sorry.
When I was blowing his hand off
Yeah,
on
watch
stage at the
out.
Renaissance. He was in his diaper.
That's the way to do it.
We've got great pictures of Jake when he was a baby in diapers, you guys, at the Renaissance Festival, blowing glass. He had the big old puffy ones that were like the natural diapers with the rubber pants on. We had Renaissance style rubber pants on.
Love that. Are they leather?
Rubber pants were the worst. They disguised the reality of somebody really
Hello?
filling their pants.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they were. I said they were cloth diapers. But they just made
Good.
him look like he had a tire around him.
They were kind of hip. It looked like I had some like rapper pants on. I remember seeing some of those pictures. So I'll put the foot on. You take it after the punning, Joey?
Sure. Where are we drawing the hearts?
Wherever you want, Bo.
We gotta stick the hearts. Are they gonna be on?
Sorry.
At the very end after the whole thing's
Good.
done.
I was thinking of doing it before you expanded it, but we're already past that, so
Oh, I thought they'd have a little texture to them.
little texture.
I thought the whole piece would be finished and you'd put them on.
Well, we obviously all thought different things, so we're in it. We're doing it right now.
Whatever needs to happen.
That's the beauty of a collabo.
Ration.
How about one little more little pufferoo?
Got.
Yeah, we can go in the archives and show off all my baby diaper pictures. For sure. Good. That sounds like a good old time.
That'd be a great Halloween costume for you, Jake.
A diaper?
Just use use a giant like down comforter and just turn it into a diaper with some big pins.
There you go.
Jumbo pins? It would be kind of funny.
That creepy baby mask.
Oh, God. Let's go for a paddle. I'm thinking clear for the foot unless we need to get the red out and go red with it.
We got some pink and golds and requests.
We got pink and gold and pink. So
I mean, I think a little red.
I could
too
talk
would be
about the
nice.
ceramic show. How about a cap, Dad?
Red foot maybe would be nice.
That's what I was just saying.
The ceramic show, we are having an amazing ceramic show.
February
Hugs and
16th.
applesauce.
We're getting a little bit of
February
interference,
16th, folks, we're having a bunch of different ceramic artists. We want to add ceramics into our gallery because you know you can't put hot liquids into our drinking vessels. So we're adding some ceramics. We're going to have a show that's up for a month. Some local artists, some from other states, and it's going to be a beautiful opening show day. And then we're going to have it up for a month. So if you guys want to come by and purchase some ceramics, we're going to feature a few of them on the show at some point. But it's going to be a really cool thing to start adding some other artwork, not solely created by the GA here in our hands, and support some other artworks. And if you guys are a ceramic artist, for sure, we still have plenty of time to add a few more artists into the show and get a little more global or countrywide representation.
And to kind of,
or if you know anybody,
backtrack on why we're doing this show for years, folks. I mean, we've been here in Dearborn since 2001, and we were in Detroit for 14 years before that.
Holy soup, I love
And
it.
every time someone came into the studio and would buy a drinking vessel from us, they're like, I can't wait to put my coffee in this. And we would say, you can't put hot liquids inside that.
I'm gonna rose it.
And then that was the end of it. They're like, oh, I can't have a coffee cup. And it's like, you know what? It would be really, really sweet if we could say, you know what? You can't put hot coffee inside this glass mug, but you can go over to our ceramic mug area and we pick out some of the tastiest ceramic mugs and mug makers that we know from traveling around through our travels and stuff, and you could get some unbelievable mugs. Some of them would have handles, some of them might not. I mean, I probably have about 40 different coffee mugs at home that are all ceramic and super sweet, one-of-a-kinders. It's a really nice thing to drink a cup of coffee out of a different mug.
It's true.
I love it.
Nice red Rosetta foot.
Yeah, that looks beautiful.
Something about the Rosetta foot just has a lot of love in it. You can feel the energy. I think it has to do with roses.
So you want me to put the lip wrap on and open this up?
No.
And then Joey will put the stuff on, or are you going to do that?
Oh, yeah. Okay, whatever you want. You're putting a heart on or no?
I was going to make the heart, but it won't take me long to make the heart.
He just wants something to do, Jake. Just give him something to do. The poor guy's bored.
All right.
I mean, you can do it if you want.
It's not me. I was going to give it to Joey, but whatever you guys want.
What I would say is put the lip wrap in open it up into the cylinder, and then once that's done, before the handle's on, I'll make the heart. Then when the heart's done, then put the handle on, and then we'll finish it by putting the heart on, and then, Joey, you'll do your dealio. So you're open it up then and put the lip wrap on.
Sure. Sounds good.
We got it figured out, folks.
Sounds good. Looks good.
Yeah.
Feels good. It's gonna taste good.
Yeah, I think, I haven't been on a live show since a year ago.
Last year, you mean, not a year ago.
So I want to tell everybody Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Because it is a new year, 2023, and after I got back from that vacation, for the first 3 days, I was overwhelmed and my brain was ready to explode.
chance. That is
I
way
had
too
so many things I wanted to do,
Ice
and
cold.
lists to make, and things to accomplish in 2023. It's nice, you guys. Creating a vision.
We have so much to do, and it's amazing.
How many of you folks saw the posts that we've been posting about Michelle's visioning class?
Yeah.
That's happening on
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow night. It's 1 hour. It's 7 to 8 tomorrow, 7 to 8 Thursday, and 7 to 8 Friday. And it's free. If you do want to get into the VIP discussions that go a little bit longer afterwards, it's $27, which is nothing. But this is something that she's really wanted to do for a long time, you guys. So I'm sure all of you've seen the e-blast or saw it posted. And if you don't have the information, we can get it to you. But you should sign up for that class because it's done on Zoom. It's super easy to do, and it's super amazing. And she is an expert.
What's it about?
It's about vision boarding, and it's about...
What is that?
Vision boarding is when you create a board with images of everything you want in the upcoming, whatever designated period of time that is.
Planning
Generally,
for
it's
the
like a
future.
year. You're
Getting your
setting
ducks in a row.
intentions, the law of attraction. You're setting the intentions to set your future the way you want it. If you want to spend more time outside, if you want to have a new car, if you want to have an amazing garden, you take pictures of the things that you see in different magazines and design books and things like that, and you cut them out and you put them all over this board, and you put this board in a spot that you look at every morning, and when you see it, and you'll be really be surprised that when you go back and look at boards from several months back, 6 months back, the things that you put on that board are coming true in your life because you've set that intention.
I will say that you don't need to think that you need to do something. Like, you don't sign up because you know you want to do this 6 months from now or a year from now. It's a general life organization and manifestation situation.
That's the word, manifestation.
Yeah. I mean, you literally don't know you need something like this until you just put it out there and you make the board and you think about it, and then all of a sudden, like Chris said, you look back on it and you're like, whoa, I actually did do that thing that I thought might have been cool to do.
And you get to spend some really nice one-on-one time with Michelle. It's pretty badass, you guys.
That's the truth. That looks
All right.
nice.
So now I'm going for the heart.
That is crisp. That's an even 20 ounces right there. I can smell it.
You can smell ounces?
Joey just smelled it too.
I usually smell. You can definitely tell the ounces. Zinger.
Oh yeah, lots of Happy New Year's coming in.
You know we like our flowers here at the Glass Academy, folks.
Have you ever encased ceramic items in glass? Have you done that, Chris?
Only really tiny ones I have, but you can only do really tiny ones, guys.
There's a really cool artist that I follow that was making a glass vase, and he would have laser or 3D printed ceramic, like it almost looked like crocheted, tall, looks like a little basket, like this kind of shape. And then he would take this really tall vase and he'd blow a big bubble into it and pick up the ceramic webbing. And that was pretty darn cool, but nothing I know of that's been encased.
We're sitting down, Joey.
We're over 100 viewers now between the two platforms live. It's pretty cool. It's kind of a goal we shoot for on these live videos. We know a lot of people don't watch live. A lot of people watch after the fact and are commenting after the fact, and that's a beautiful thing. But those of you that do watch live, we appreciate you. We love seeing your names. And to get 100 people live on any show, if we're at the Ren Fair, what'd you say the Ren Fair seats? Probably about like
75
or so.
I mean, a
when
lot
it's
of
really
times
packed.
they're crowded all behind.
Yeah, so it's nice. It's like we can't see you all out there, but we see the comments and we know you're watching, and it's super cool.
What are we doing about a handle?
What goes on when I get done sculpting this?
Okay.
Uh-oh, John's asking about the dunk. Pammy, that sounds like a blast. 10 days of live music. John, I don't know. Joey just shaved some hair off, so maybe he could handle a dunk out here in this cold weather. But
we got to go outside?
I'm not dunking. Not Dunkin', no donuts, none of that business.
Kurt Duncan, what's that from?
Dunkin'?
Kurt Duncan. I heard of that before.
No, it's a turducken.
Yeah, turducken.
Oh yeah, sitting down.
That's a turkey dunkin',
Oh yeah, I knew it was something like that.
you know, something like that. A turducken. Turducken?
Turducken.
Right, because it's a turkey duck chicken, right?
Speaking of, Sharon, I just ate the rest of the Thanksgiving leftovers.
I saw
we
that.
had. I was like sleepy. The good
Sharon.
portion of the afternoon.
Sharon, the chef
Heck yeah.
/ baker. Sharon brought in some amazing brownies that I wish would have left a long time ago because I ate
Muffins.
like 7 of them. No,
I didn't
brownies
even eat
and
one,
muffins.
Thank God.
Brownies and muffins. They were dense and they were powerful and they were delicious. And I don't need them in my life, but I sure enjoyed them. It was tough.
Want to start at the handle?
There's a cute little fella. Handle coming up. What's the Keller? Whoa, he's taking it to the Marver, folks.
Why don't you do it gold ruby? We'll give it a red runner.
Heard.
Here's that little heart, guys.
Full of love.
This is it, folks. This is the team, the GA team in their gray shirts getting down to business on one piece. This piece is going to be for sale on the website. Michelle hasn't been seen for the past 20 minutes, so we don't know when the timing of that will be. But she is out there. There she is. She was just around the corner. That was actually a show they played back in 5th grade in, well, it was in sex ed class. It was called It's Just Around the Corner, and they used to sing and
Oh
and
my
sing
What
this song.
exactly happened to just around the corner, Jake? I'm not exactly sure what you're trying to say.
Every time I hear that, it's all I can think about.
What went on around the corner?
What happened to that 5th grade sex ed class?
Take this handle, Joey.
We can talk later. It's okay.
Oh yeah, that one didn't tag. Whoa. Yeah, this you have to be sold. Pink,
Iris.
red, iris. It's a total Valentine spectacular.
Swayed me.
Yeah. You go wipe it.
Get that little flat.
Give this a flat. Oh my god.
Whoa,
that almost caught
Joey.
the bucket.
Whoa.
Took me a second to register. How's the handle? It's all
Handle
right.
looks great. Nice job, Jake. You want to bring me a runner?
That is a beautiful handle. I went on clean, Joey.
Gold runner.
What kind of runner? How much glass?
It's going to be a runner that's going to go up with a little, probably going to maybe rosetta it.
Perfect. I got whatever you said. Oh, hey.
Shoot you out, man.
You ready on this one?
I am.
Oh, yeah. Laid it right down.
Look at the extra twist on those Rosetta swirls. Whoop. Little heat. Is this gonna be our thumb bit?
No, that's going to go right into the side of the mug, right in the front.
Yeah.
So I hold it with this hand. What hand do you guys hold a mug with? Your right?
Yeah.
So then we put it on the...
Sometimes both.
Depends. If you're a lefty, you're going to be checking this hard out.
Depends on how thirsty I am. Sometimes I have 2 beverages.
Sometimes, Joey, just double fist the same glass like a 5-year-old, you know?
Hold it like that. We want it to be right there.
Yep, right in that pink spot. I like it. All right, he's giving it torch love, folks.
Flash it first.
I'm going to give it a flash.
This is the
One
moment
more
of
heat
truth.
and it should be ready to go.
Often we do heart surgery here at the academy, but today
It's just around the
you can call
corner.
Chris and I doctor.
These guys are skilled surgeons.
Gotta knock it so the button's down.
Like that.
Just like
Yeah.
that. Here we go. With a tender hand.
Don't be
Shall we
kicking it
just-
too hard, just pick it up gently.
Shall we
With the
just-
diamonds, put it back up there.
All right.
I'm just gonna give me the leaf tools. Thank you.
Thing got a little slippery. Luckily, the tip of it didn't break when it hit the floor or when Joey kicked it against the bench. Yeah.
Now it's got a heartbeat.
It does have a heartbeat. Now we're hoping it doesn't explode right now.
Oh, it's solid. It's fine.
Stamp.
Yeah.
That is a sweet mug. That's some serious Valentine action. Valentine action. Sounds kind of weird. Sweet. This one, Michelle has prepped the page for this one, so it's going to be a quick fire, folks. Get your page ready and load it up. Hit the refresh button. Here comes the GA Stiz amp. And we're gonna give it a little bling bling. You can never, ever, ever make a piece for sale until it makes it safe and sound. Oh, our counterweight. Oh. That's a tough one,
There
Joey.
she is, boys and
That's a
girls.
really tough one.
Beautiful red heart. in the
Straighten it
front.
out.
Pink.
Red on the bottom,
Yeah,
red on the
red,
top.
Bright reds. That thing's gonna be a pimper.
Chipper.
That's a nice looking mug.
Do we
Really
have a
nice.
defibrillator in the studio? Nope. We just use the hot glass.
We got room in the.
Oh yeah, we do.
for this little
Joey, you got the torchy. I'll get the claw.
Yep. Don't need any more pumpkin destruction.
No, not today. Yes. Come on, baby. Nice and cozy in the box at 1,000 degrees.
Oh yeah.
I'll get the door.
Snuggle time.
Oh yeah. Right up top.
Well, it's on the web, guys. That baby's live. Whoever wants it. It's a
That
good
was a
one.
beauty. Great idea by Katrina and a nice collab from everyone over
Made
here.
by the Stooges.
The Stooges.
The Stooges.
Shenanigans Stooges. Pretty flower?
Now we got the giveaway.
Yeah.
Let's do some housekeeping.
Housekeeping. We got to do the giveaway of last week. We got to give away this mug. Michelle's grabbing the microphone.
Flip it on,
And
flip
here
it
we
on.
go.
What's that microphone?
You want me to clip it on you?
No, I got it.
Perfect.
Voila.
All right.
There we are. Okay. You're going to talk about that or no?
Already did. I already gave him an amazing conversation about that.
Remind everybody what the question of the day is to win the giveaway, which we haven't made yet, guys, which is going to be some amazing Valentine
Coming up
style
next.
item. You got to answer the question, which is what should we name our new venture that we're doing here in the Glass Academy? The grand opening is going to be June 1st, guys, and We are planning on having a
June 6th.
fully operational beverage counter in the Glass Academy where you can get coffees, green smoothies, martinis, tap beer, all kinds of good stuff.
And it's a private event space with our world record bubble sculpture in the window. It's called the Michigan Room, which is going to be able to be rented out for private events. What's the name of
This area.
that
What
area?
should we name it? I mean, the room itself is called the Michigan Room, but the
beverage
Step-
area.
yeah, we
Stop.
don't want it to seem like there's a pub in the Glass Academy and people just want to come and drink beer and hang out and don't really care that they're watching glass blowing. You know, glass blowing is always the main event, and you can have a beer if you're here to watch glass blowing. You know, so we wanted that kind of the name to represent something that's high class but cool looking, but has to do with glass blowing and has to do with the arts.
Great
So,
atmosphere, relaxing. And
Help
we have a
us
couple
out.
couches in there.
Yeah.
Give us your ideas.
Couches, pillows, chairs.
Yeah, loungy, you know.
Yeah, we're getting schooled by someone who's very successful in restaurants. She gave us a bunch of tips. And Sunday you'll see her restaurant. So you'll be like, oh, very cool. Okay,
All right.
so last week was organizations. What organizations are some nonprofits we could work with? There were some great suggestions. Some of them, like St. Jude's, animal shelters were high on the list, Special Olympics. We are looking for organizations that are larger than Michigan so that we're not just focused in Michigan and that we can give back to a larger area. We're always into health and wellness. We're into environmental causes. So national parks was another one, which was pretty good.
Love
So
that.
thank you for all your tips and suggestions. And with that, on Sunday, the Sunday question was different. We're going to do the Sunday winner first. This particular person, I can't remember what Sunday's question was. I don't have it here. This particular person's super excited, I know, because they will spend this money very quickly. Sundays was, what was your favorite thing to do when you have free time? Watching the Gathering Point old shows was one of them. Reading seemed to come in second, which I'm a big fan of reading, so I'm all about that too. The winner for
Spinning the wheel or no?
Oh yeah, spin the wheel.
All right.
Back to us, so Bess is learning all those bells and whistles. And the winner of the $25 gift card, oh yeah,
Kelly.
she will be here next week at show number 200.
Kelly's the owner of the other sunflower that was made, and she actually sent over a picture so I could send a picture to Trey so that we could be on the same page about this custom order. So that's a huge shout out to Kelly. And I mean, you could kind of think about it like we just paid you $25 to send over that picture, Kelly. You're the bomb.
So Tuesday, we have a live band. Robin's bringing her air guitar band that's going to play with Joe Smith. We have some special guests who are Glass Academy addicts and the founders of the site. They're going to be joining us. Because we're working out of the large glory hole, everything takes longer to do. So we're going to have some interviews in between, which should be super cool. And on that note, the winner of this beautiful mug, which again looks better if it's against white. So milkshakes would look good in this.
Oh, yeah, they would.
A full glass of Bailey's. No.
I like the subtle tones too. I love it just like
yeah.
that. A little bit of texture on it. It looks beautiful.
Yeah, and
Pinks
then
and golds.
at home, with the reflection of the metallics, is pretty cool. And the winner of that is April McInnes.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
If I'm not mistaken, Wendy's April's mom, and she was the one that actually sent us if you saw on the annealer reveal, the amazing edible arrangements.
She did. That was
Sweet
so
thing.
good.
So maybe that's a little love right back at you, to the family, the McInnes family. I know you didn't get it, Wendy, but April, that's super cool. Adding to her collection. They've got some amazing pieces in that family and extended family, to Sarah Culp as well. And
that edible arrangement, I think at the end of the day, there were like 3 pieces of melon and 1 pineapple
they're all
butterfly
gone
left.
now.
Yeah, they were.
It hit the spot. It was perfect.
Yeah, it was very cool. Okay, so now you've got a giveaway. You still have a chance to win. I don't know what the item tonight is, but the question was, what should we name our new beverage area that we're going to be building out. June will be the grand opening of that, assuming all goes well with the liquor license and comes through in time.
And we
with
got 5
that-
minutes.
All right, it's a 5
Whip
minute
it up.
giveaway.
5 minute giveaway.
5 minutes?
Bum, bum, bum.
Katrina got it. Oh, snap. Katrina knows how to do it.
Katrina, go.
She's a seasoned collector, that's for sure. Congratulations, Katrina. That's a beauty to add to the collection. And someday, soon enough, somehow, we're going to have to get some sort of video or a picture, whether it's on the Addicts page or just sent to us directly. I want to see what's going on over there. I got to check it out. So here we go. Chris is going into the Rojo, folks, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't speak Spanish or you just don't know, have never heard the word Rojo
what does that
before,
mean, Rojo?
then just take a guess.
Is it about voting?
It's the dark
Yeah, it's about-
Chipotle flavored goodness.
That's good.
I believe it's the Espanol word for red.
Perhaps. Lots of congratulations coming in from everybody. We got about like 40 comments in a row saying congratulations to both of those amazing people. And that is what I'm talking about. The email said there'd be a special rose made for the giveaway.
Oh, you know what? We can spice this up. Hold on, Chris. Don't move.
Well, Joey's bringing out something special, folks. Watch out. He just ran away. He's going behind my desk. Uh-oh, I think I know what he's going for.
They want special.
They want special?
What is it? What?
Sparkle.
Oh, the bling bling sparkle, baby.
Ooh, that's hot.
I like this. On
Was that
top
a-
of the
Yeah,
clear, the
that's
next
hot
gather.
right there. Be
Yeah,
careful.
that's a color test. I feel that.
I feel
Dang.
that.
That felt good. All right.
All right, so I'm picking those up.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be on the outside of the rose, and it's
I
going to
thought
look
you were going to do it on the inside,
ridiculous.
Chris.
I think on the outside it would look amazing.
Either way.
If you can get it hot enough, which I think you can.
What, I take a gather, come over, picture, then heat it up and do the rose thing and have
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
Totally.
Okay, do it.
Bling bling ultra sparkle. I just think with all the pulls and pitches, it might get lost in there potentially. That's a sweet one with a mirror.
Because I'm sure he's going to grab him.
Yep. Well, this is one heck of a giveaway, guys. You know how we upcharge with the use of this sparkle glass. It's not cheap, and here we go. This is the giveaway. Get your answers in, guys. Give us a... You don't have to answer, you know this, but we really do want to get some great options from you guys on what you think we should name our sweet new area.
Ooh.
So maybe this will entice you guys to get creative and think outside the box. You got until next week, isn't that correct, Michelle, to answer that right there? You got until next week to answer the giveaway? Yeah. So put some thought into it for us and send us some love. I hope you guys had an amazing start to the year, this whole month. Michigan's been pretty darn warm. I mean, we're almost done with January and we only had 1 snow. And it's been sunny and beautiful out, and it feels kind of like springtime. I got the ants crawling back in my house again.
Oh, yeah.
And here at the studio, too. So that's no fun, but
Just flat crimps.
those ones right there.
Just straight lined ones, yeah. And the leaf tool.
Well, I hope it's been smooth for everyone, and you're just having a good old grand old time. Happy to
Supposed
be
to
back.
get 6 inches of snow tonight, maybe.
Yeah, I don't even really trust the weather, man. I really didn't trust them when we were trying to golf. And they would always just try and say it was going to be super rainy so they could have the golf course to themselves. But now that it's wintertime and there's not even a golf season happening, I don't know why they're lying to us, but it seems like they're not telling the truth.
Not truthers.
I want like a serious, like, out of control blizzard. Just want like 2 feet of snow, so we all have to we're forced to stay at home and drink corn out of the can.
Everybody.
I know, that was insane.
That was a lot of snow.
Check that out with the bling bling sparkle. That looks amazing. Good call, Joey. That's sweet.
I had an idea and I ran for it.
That is sweet. You know what else would look amazing? It's if we had some gold leaf.
I was thinking glow, but that's just me.
I mean, I don't know if we have any gold leaf, but to put that on the website, if there was a
That's what it
rose,
looks like.
That's why I thought of it. It looks totally like gold leaf. Do you have any gold leaf, Dad?
I got a lot of gold leaf.
Well, maybe we should make one for the website.
What, gold leafy?
Yeah, that's like a super premium rose with literal gold on it.
Don't you get your steak with the gold leaf on it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the best.
Tomahawk.
All right, Sharon just said that she loves drinking corn out of the can when she's all snowed in, can't get out of the house.
Cream corn?
Yeah, cream corn. That's how she stays nice and warm and
That
full.
sounds
Are you
delicious.
sure it's not fermented corn?
Could be fermented corn, but that's called chicha. That's out of Peru.
Oh, yeah?
That's their drink of choice. The old ladies chew it up and spit it out and ferment it with their spit.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty hardcore.
Yummy.
I'm just messing with you, Sharon. I know how much you love cream corn. Beautiful.
Squish, and a swing, and a stretch.
That's a jumbo too. That's bigger than the norm. My sassy cap. Sorry, Sharon, I had to. Oh yeah.
That's where the energy in the road comes from, folks.
My breath.
You want emerald or granny?
Emerald.
And watermelon?
Watermelon! Gonna be 100 degrees in Pammy's side of town. 100 degrees Fahrenheit. That's crazy.
Where's she
Sounds
at?
really nice. Australia.
Oh,
I love the
hot.
heat. I miss the heat.
It's about 110 right here,
Yeah.
just so you know.
Yeah. It feels great.
Don't think we don't understand. It's when you walk away from the heat.
That is juicy.
Chris said he's been juicing his leaves lately. Leaves and greens.
Isn't that just making tea? Nice. Who are the tea drinkers out there? Who's the coffee drinkers?
coffee.
I mix and match.
I do mix and match a little bit these days.
Does hot toddy count?
Hot toddy definitely counts.
Yeah? All right. Well, we're in the running then.
We're
I
in
drink
the
tea. A little bling bling.
That's definitely a crazy giveaway.
That's
I'll
a
tell you that.
serious giveaway.
$1.99.
You're right.
Got some troopers with us.
Yeah, we do. Wait till you see 200, folks. It's going to be a blast. Seriously, you got to holler and get some other people to join the show and check it out because we're going to get out of control on this show. Beautiful gold sheen to it. Those are
Little
green
band.
leaves.
Green leaves. That's a nice giveaway, guys.
Happy Valentine's Day to somebody. We'll let you know on show 200.
Who's getting fancy with the fancy grabbers?
I'm gonna let Joey take the reins on this one unless you want me to.
I had to run for the sparkle.
Yeah, you're right. I'll risk it. If it breaks on the way over,
It was me. It was me. You guys can blame me.
I'm gonna sleep horrible.
Is that sarcasm? I'll be crying about it.
Yeah, we all will.
Don't be dropping it on the sunflower. Oh yeah. Safe as can be. Safe as a baby
All right.
in its little crib.
Sparkliest flower you'd ever done seen.
All right.
You got that darn tootin' straight.
That's a wrap, folks. What a great show.
That's a wrap.
Felt great to be back. We're
Yeah.
excited about that. We're really excited about next week's show.
Big time.
Things to remember. Check out Michelle's class. Check it out. Michelle, where's the best place for them to see your information on your class you're teaching?
Facebook.
So go to Facebook and type in Vision Quest, and you'll see Michelle's class. But if you have any
Don't have to yell.
questions, just mention to us, you guys. Just send us a message if you have any questions.
Big shouts out to Bess on her way out the door here, folks, for holding
Good luck at your bowling tournament. You did a great job.
She's going to bowl right now. She's got a league she's joining, but as many of you know, Sam got a full-time job. She's been our tech guru for the last couple years, so she got everything set up for us. Bess has been handling it, doing a great job. Michelle's doing a ton of work on tech. We're figuring it out, and it's super nice that we have the ability to learn all aspects of everything and have it locked down for emergencies.
Yeah. So go Wings. Remember to give them some support. They're playing the San Jose Sharks tonight, and we're going to kick their butts, hopefully.
And we'll see you guys next week.
It's blacking out. Go Wings. Yeah. Okay, we will update the end graphic. I apologize if your name is not on there for the YouTube. Let's roll some credits and call it a night.
Thank you, everybody. We'll catch you guys next week. Big show coming up. Spread the word.
Later.